Let's start with some introduction. So welcome to RIGA, to Meetup RIGA AI Machine Learning and Bots. And now we are moving to online environment because of I think we will continue. And thanks to Meetup.com, now they are allowing to create online meetups. Before that, they allowed to create only on in-person meetups. Now it's there is a place for Meetup link, and we will use Zoom. I tried Microsoft Teams, but it seems that Zoom is better, and we also will try to run these meetups in English as possible, because we receive a lot of inquiries from English-speaking colleagues and guests. So let's see how it goes. And today, our special guest in our meetup is Jānis Ratkevičs from Regional Development Agency. He will introduce himself, but the topic he kindly agreed to present is about what is development situation in public sector for artificial intelligence and machine learning in Latvia. And we know that for couple of for many months now there is there is regional development agency is working on this vision of artificial intelligence in public sector, and I know that Jānis is quite close to it, and I think we will hear a lot of interesting things what is going on in public sector in field of artificial intelligence and machine learning. So please, Jānis, now stage is yours.
Thank you, Aldis. So I'm not really from a regional development agency, but ministry. We also have in Latvia a regional development agency, which is a ministry's coordinated structure, but it's not so important. The main reason what I can why I now can speak that is that it's adopted our fourth document about artificial intelligence in Latvia. It's informative report. It's not really strategy yet. It's not really planned, but it shows there's no very exact project, but it shows a goal, direction where we go to develop artificial intelligence and apply artificial intelligence in different kinds of life in Latvia. So the main actions which is included in informative report is promote artificial intelligence in education and science, making data available, using artificial intelligence in a public sector. This is a topic what I more will talk about today. Promote adoption of artificial intelligence in economy, actively engage in international cooperation, and integrate automation and artificial intelligence in all sectors. So more detailed actions, exact projects will be included. It's document digital transformation guidelines 2021-2027. And this is a broader document. This is not only about artificial intelligence, but about broader digital transformations, about emerging technologies and what we will do in the field of digitalization. And first, some examples, our experience, how we already use artificial intelligence. So main strong side of Latvia is this language technology, which is developed by Tilde. It's machine translation in Hugo LV homepage, text recognition, speech recognition, and text to speech. It's already is used to recognize speech from cabinet of ministers in municipalities. It still needs to be pre-checked text before it's signed, but it's already gives a lot of economy of time for those who prepare these documents. It's quite good works when there is one speaker, and there is some problems when when there is a lot of people that try to speak simultaneously. So then this solution be not so precise. Then some public sector virtual assistant platform which is developed, and of course solutions you can already see in as UNA in enterprise register, and state revenue service just started to use them, and now we are preparing one universal virtual assistant for all public governance, including municipalities. So every agency, every ministry can use and train. They don't need to program it. They do not need to train it from scratch. They just can take it, and non-technically educated people, not programmers, can just train it for exact needs of exact institution. It's in process.
Yanis, talking about chatbots, what do you think? What kind of questions this universal chatbot will be able to answer? Because for specific things, I assume that there's some knowledge base needed.
Yes, we are still experimenting and discussing what will be better. Maybe we will have exact answer only later when we'll start to use it, start to better testing how people react to it. One solution is that when a user will ask some specific question about exact agency, they will this virtual assistant just will jump to exact institution. It simply goes there. Maybe there is one knowledge base for all institutions, but when we build one knowledge base, there is starting some clashes between similar questions which is asked to one or another ministry, or it started to answer the questions that is not really needed to exact person. So we will still on a process to achieve best solution, I think.
Yeah. And Renate is asking in chat, are there plans to use the chatbots in other languages than Latvian?
In general, no, but in enterprise register plan to use English language for consultation. Maybe if exact institution plan and need it, and I think some institution need it. For example, Latvian Investment and Development Agency, which work with investors, or Ministry of Education and Science for foreign students, and so on. It's not forbidden. If institution ready to train, it can use different language.
Okay, thank you.
And then card number recognition for traffic control. This punishment for exceed speed limits is already mostly automatized, and traffic incidents reduction by 43% in places where others use. and overall country you reduce it approximately by 20%, and intensity of traffic is increased in these years by 15-20%. So the result is twice larger than overall. Other cases?
A question, Yanis,
Yeah.
about these radars. I heard that these radars also fixing not just speeding, but also technical, this some other things.
Yes, it's checking is do you that if you have or don't have insurance, current obligatory insurance. Yes, it exists. Future maybe will also add the functionality to fix also other violations of rules. For example, driving when there is a red light or something like that. So other cases, it's state revenue service declaration pre-checking using artificial intelligence, and two sorts of declaration are applying automatically. There's no need to personal to look through them. Real-time prediction in courts. This is only pilot project. Just try this solution. How it will work in future, there is no decision yet, but it's quite good predict time of how much it need you to resolve your case. In state land service use LiDAR, your laser scanning surface picture for mapping, construction process, and taxation control. For example, to see where is the illegal buildings, where is illegal tree cutting or something like that. In production now. So as I say, further chatbot platform development, making universal chatbot, and artificial intelligence for cancer diagnostics. It's a public-private project. It's not fully public. Public institution mostly provide data, but private makes these algorithms. Ideas for further projects. It's a regional development planning analysis forecast tool. I'm personally coming from municipalities. Most of my working life I spent in municipalities in a planning and project positions, and I know that we very need data-based planning for public government. We need to base on numbers when we plan something. Now it very often you spend a lot of time to gather information, to gather statistic in one piece when you need to make planning document for municipality or for ministry. You very often do not have an automatically analysis tool. You do not have forecasting tools. So this is one idea. Then personalized medicine, innovation vouchers for private sector who develop artificial intelligence solution for public government. New research program or information communication technology field primarily focused on artificial intelligence. Online courses in Latvian like Finland, elements of AI. Proactive services. We communicate with Finland. It's some presentation from Finns of Aurora AI. They want to make a proactive services which is acting faster than you find this service. So you don't need to know in which situation you need one or another public service. The public service will find you. If there is your life situation, it will shows you it will contact you automatically and provide through all services in case of live event.
So how it goes together with GDPR?
There's two solutions. It's one solution we will write in regulation. It's GDPR apply that case. One if it, in regulation it's legal. Another case is a volunteer. Everyone can check in a Latvia LV portal. Then you agreed to receive proactive services if you want. If you don't want, you need to find that these services yourself. If you agree, system will train and try to provide proactive services.
Mm-hmm.
So there's also from our some presentation how it provides the humans through life, and you can see that in the left is an institution or service-centered approach when citizen must go to institution to get some service, and after it on the right you can see that institution will offer services to a person when it needed. So more about for action in public sector. I divide it mostly in three parts. One part, it's in public sector, we can do with artificial intelligence. It's automatize already existing processes. For example, car numbers recognition, chatbots for consultation. We just put artificial intelligence to do that. And next is services which previous was not possible or not possible because of huge costs for everyone, but what we can do cheap enough to widespread society. For example, a personalized medicine. For example, proactive services, which before was, for example, personalized medicine was able only for very rich or for professional professional sportsmen. And the third big field is inside optimization of inside processes in public government. As I say, planning, prediction, and analyze tool, searching for bottlenecks in public governments. For example, if we analyze automatically all traffic in Riga for several months, we will see where is these bottlenecks, why there is traffic jams happens in Riga, where is the bottleneck, why, how to replan it, how to reconfigure traffic to avoid jams. It's the same, for example, to fight against corruption. If we will see all public procurements made in public governments, and we will see that in one municipality, for example, there is every year road construction works costs 20% more than average in a country regularly. So there can be two reasons. In this municipality, its standards is very high, what they demand, or there is some Mr. 20% governing there. So we will have this proactive anti-corruption actions.
Yeah, Yanis, there's a question from Jan Matti, and I rephrase it a little bit. So uh, you said you said about chatbots and different other things, and what SRS is doing, and what is in public transportation and stuff. Is there areas where is there areas identified where the AI could benefit the country the most? Is there some priorities or hot areas?
I can identify some solution. I think it's medicine now, because we can in medicine, in the field of medicine, we can get result relatively fast. There is a problem in medicine, the lack of personnel, especially younger medical personnel, and proactive medicine and doctor virtual assistant can analyze a lot of all illness card of patient and find a solution. It's, for example, kids children hospital in Latvia now testing speech recognition for illness card. So, for example, doctor do not need more to write down with a hand. He can just speak to application in mobile phone. Speech is recognized and put in a exact person card. So it's it saves time a lot. But what I cannot directly order to Ministry of Health to use it. What I can do, I only promote to Ministry of Health. I telling them, I explaining to them why and how they can use, and some of them already use it.
Yeah, another question. We know that in industry, mostly machine learning and AI is the benefits of ML AI is discovered during the experiments. So there's experimentation culture. We know the great examples from Google, Facebook, Alibaba, and so on. Is there something in public sector? Do institutions experimenting?
Yes, of course. As I show in my presentation, we are already experimenting with chatbots. Children's Hospital experiment with speech recognition for illness card. Yes, a lot of examples were experiments. For example, now.
And are they done? Are they done as a hackathons or?
Hackathons? Not yet. We have this idea. It's still living, and we also have had plans for hackathon in the beginning of this year, but because of coronavirus, it's stopped it little bit changed plans. So maybe in autumn this year we will make something like that.
Here, Jan Mate again asking, in healthcare, would citizens be able to download their medical raw data to use their own data with private sector ML solutions?
I'm sorry, can you repeat slowly?
Yeah, the idea is that, what do you think that citizen could download all his data, like medical data, and then run some other machine learning or AI models or software?
Okay, I see. I find this question and read this through. So yeah, it's a good idea that every citizen have this option, but there is interoperability problems with the system in a semantic level, because your illnesses, your medicines, what you use, your diagnosis must be write down in a very machine readable and interoperable standard. For example, if there is just a text in Latvian which describes your illnesses, machine cannot get it out. For example, for example, to load in some tools which only understands English. So there is a big problems with semantic level interoperability. But in for a future, yes, of course, I agree that data is owned by person, and person always can access his data.
Yeah, and probably there is a good model from Microsoft or Google for analyzing, or Hopkins University.
Yes, in the world, quite a lot of these solutions. I think also in European level, we after some years we will have some more or less on a universal solution, universal standard. How we describe this, how we write down illness card that can be interoperable with another countries.
But I think it's not possible yet to download this.
No, it's not possible. Electronic health system now have only fragmented information. They not have. You cannot get it in a single file in a standard way.
Okay.
So I will read through questions through. So this API has a traceable documentation that requires to configure a server to get some open data from it. Your data, for example, without easily available data, it's impossible to develop artificial intelligence machine learning. This variant plan to improve ability of the open data and relax some security requirements to access open data. About open data, we in Latvia there is an open data portal, data.gov.lv, and there we plan to publish maximum of any kind of open data. So it's not main point to let to extract open data from state systems, but state systems will automatically publish data in open data portal, and from open data portal you can develop a API and download any data which you want. So on machine learning in traffic, do you also have any information on how much or how often municipalities are cooperating with Waze? No, I don't have information about municipalities. I know that auto transport agency giving data to Waze and make some analysis from Waze, but I don't know about municipalities. It's not very actual to municipalities except Riga in Latvia. There is in another municipalities there is no so heavy traffic that it makes some big problem.
No traffic jams outside Riga.
Mostly yes. Only in the big roads, for example, when everyone in the summer try to get in a Jurvala, but it's accidentally more. It's some weekends per summer, but only some weekends. Any thoughts how European Parliament's resolution on anticipated decision-making process could change Latvia? Maybe maybe you can put in another comment which European Parliament's resolution, because there's a lot of European Parliament's resolution on machine learning. If you're talking about a machine learning solution when it can harm people, this kind of solution, there's a need, already need for human on the law process, so human over watching this process and approve solution what machine learning suggests.
Yeah, let's do, sorry, Yanis, let's do following. So we are only 26 here. If you have a question and want to ask it in a voice, please click this raise a hand and I will switch your, well, I will unmute you and you will be able to ask a question in voice. Yeah, sorry, Yanis, go on.
Okay, then I will read through.
Yeah.
Okay, your data about beneficiaries is not available on the data GovLV. Yes, we still communicate. We have an open data strategy in Latvia. It's separate document from artificial intelligence strategy. We still communicate and still try to get this, that all institution understands the need for open data and publish this open data. It would be great to find a way how artificial intelligence could help in fighting populism. Yes, there is a populism and fake news combating is one activity what Ministry of Culture want to start, and state presidents Egils Levits give a highest priority for it. And one thing is using artificial intelligence to check data, to check news, and I have also ideas to make some fake rating for internet places, and make some add-on for internet browsing program to warn user about possibly fake news. Like now there is a warning when it's a scam site, when it's can be a harmful content, and I think it'd be good that there is also be shown that warning fake data. Helmi can use e-commerce industry also, like to find the best product. I will write down my email. Please write there if you have another question. But what I will, if I do not answer on all questions, you can send on my email. So.
Yeah, could you tell something about what is planned? So I read through this regional development vision on AI, and there is planned some projects and some even budget for doing some experimental projects in state institutions.
It's not really really planned. It's what we need, because in these documents there is no direct not give any direct financing. It's says that in all national or sectoral planning documents must be a topic about artificial intelligence and automation in general. So when any other ministry will write any planning document, we will watch to they have measuring, they need to include topic about automation and artificial intelligence, how they see it in exact institution.
So but you're talking with them and gathering and monitoring what kind of solutions they are implementing. So can you say what is your opinion? What is missing maybe to do it faster? What could be
education, knowledge level, because but also in private sector, in private companies is the same. It's all around the world. It's not in Latvia only. That people, a lot of people do not understand the possibilities of artificial intelligence. A lot of them do not understand and don't try to learn anything. And a small part of another people think that artificial intelligence is a holy grail, which will give any solution to every problem, and it's something like God. So it exists. And when I say you can do this with artificial intelligence at last at this development level, maybe but after 10 years they say you understand nothing. I read somewhere that artificial intelligence can do it. So that's the main point. Lack of understanding of what can be done with artificial intelligence.
Can you name some champions in Latvian state sector who are like understanding in a good way and doing something?
Enterprise register with chatbot. It's a very good example. There was pioneers in this. I think also children's hospital can be with medical solution, but they are still on a product, not really in production level. They still fine tuning it. It's a culture center in the culture Ministry of Culture. They're making universal assistant. That's, I think, this best solution what I know.
Yeah, we have nice questions in chat. Can you look at them?
So, as there is any plans regarding people face identification by CCTV, it could be useful for police for missing people and criminal fighting. No, I don't hear this from Ministry of Interior that they plan something this kind in Latvia. What are the options for cooperation between countries? For example, between Finland, Estonia, and Latvia, it looks like many countries build similar things, and maybe they're often duplicating solutions where it will make sense to cooperate and where not. So this Aurora AI, as I show in a presentation, it's these proactive services. It's Finland works on it, and we communicate with Finland to make the same in Latvia. Maybe things allow us to take some algorithms, takes a lot of solution and duplicate this in Latvia, just train on Latvian data. And Estonians do the same. So it already happens. Then there is we are making a direct translation in Hugo LV for Latvian Estonian language for cross-border services, which can be automatically translated. So this cooperation with Estonia about machine translation already happens. A direct translation, because Google, for example, is not direct. It's mostly goes through English language, and the more language is between, the worse is result. Direct translation is better. We are talking about direct translation tools with northern states minister council about the joint projects. Some also European Union plans some joint projects.
But currently, do you see more cooperation between Euro Union countries or competition?
At this place, at this moment, there is it's fast growing so fast, and actions is so different that in a lot of countries which there's just in a start. They not yet can talk about cooperation because they're just piloting in their own state. For example, Aurora AI is not started in Finland. They just start to do it. So I think after some years we can talk, when we start standardized measuring of level of artificial intelligence, then we can talk about measuring where is the more competition or more cooperation, because now it's a wild west. A lot of someone do something one, another do something another. No one's know who do what. Also in the States, it's hard also to compare countries, one country compared to another country in European Union, because there is no not yet standards how to measure how much you use artificial intelligence. There is also only first cases when someone tried to measure how much one or another country use artificial intelligence in which fields and so on.
Okay. So, other questions? So I think it was very interesting, Yanis. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
And yeah, I think we will invite you again. So
thank you.
yeah.
Thank you, everyone. If there is a questions still left, please write to email.
Yeah. Thanks everybody, and follow on meetup.com, and see you on the next meetup. Bye.
Goodbye.